Hello there. Welcome back to I still need to look. The Daz Gaz Show. Episode of fuck
Mate,
knows.
I don't have a clue anywhere.
We've no been in here for nearly 2 months. Did we do 2 podcasts? We did.
I think we done 2 in
Sheffield.
and
that mad funky danger zone apartment.
the mad Airbnb.
Aye.
Where it had the strangest collections in it.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty cool though, wasn't it?
Oh, it was cool, aye. That was it with the big kind of like the black and yellow wall.
That's right.
We filmed it, aye.
But that's all we've done. Now we're back. Back in the office with Paul.
We've been, actually, where is Paul? He's behind a big curtain.
No, he's behind the curtain.
Can't even see him anymore.
It's a shower curtain as well, by the way. That's not even like a...
No, that's a house curtain.
No, that's a shower curtain.
That's a living room curtain.
Paul, was that your shower curtain?
No.
Okay.
It's not.
Is it one did you just buy that for B&Q? Is it?
B&Q?
Well, that's where you get shower curtains.
For B&Q?
That's where you get shower curtains, is it not? Is B&Q the place where you get all like you get tools, I know that.
Oh yeah.
All your power tools, your doors, your kitchen stuff, your cabinets. Surely they definitely sell shower curtain rails and B&Q.
Oh, the rails?
Well, and the curtain itself. They're not just going to say, right, we sell shower curtain rails, but no, actually the cloth that goes on it.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, guys.
Oh Jesus! No idea. But do you know
it's been good, man. I'm buzzing to be back. We've had 3 people ask when we're doing the podcast again.
It's been at least 4. Come on.
No, it's good to be back, just chatting shit, man.
Aye. I feel like we don't even need to know what episode it is anyway, because I don't number the episodes.
Do you know?
I usually just take like whatever kind of talking point is in the episode, and I'll make that the title, so that people can listen to it.
I'm pretty sure you did number them.
Oh no, I did. I used to.
Right.
But no,
you stopped.
Aye.
All right, we never had that conversation.
No.
You just took that decision right out my hand. Like, I'm going to stop numbering these podcasts, and
that's usually how it goes.
Cool. I'd say permission granted, but you didn't need it anyway. No, man, I actually I've missed this, man. Even though we've been like fucking non-separated. That's not the word, I don't know. For the last 2 months.
I don't think that is a word.
No, we've been in partisan, is that? Is that another Garyism? What's that mean then in partisan?
Partisan? Is that no like...
Does that mean like together?
Oh, I just tell Jesus opening a couple of juice. The big red curtain.
Anyway, we've been together for the last 2 months.
Aye. It's been quite busy.
It's been really busy, man. We've been pretty much travelling around England non-stop, and as amazing as it's been, I was telling Paul how much I loved it before we sat down and recorded this. It's been tough. It's been tough. Like, see the travelling non-stop, it definitely takes it out of you. And you've been with me probably most weekends. There's only been maybe a couple that you've not been there. But it's tough, like, constantly. And it's weird because I feel like a wee bit ungrateful, right? Because and I hate feeling like it's like I love the fact that people want to come and see my show. I do. I love that. Obviously, it's mega flattering, and I'm grateful, but it takes a lot out of you, just constantly getting up. See, if I was to stay in one place for a week and then move on, that wouldn't be so bad. It's the flying into somewhere, getting to your hotel or Airbnb, unpacking, going to doing the show, coming home, go to sleep, getting up in the morning, and then travelling again day in, day out. That it exhausts you. And again, I don't want to seem ungrateful, but I'm definitely, I'm cutting the tour down next year.
No.
100%. I'll still go to most of the places I've been to, but I'm cutting it back for my mental health. And yeah, well, that was a bit of a dour start. It's been great though. The shows have been amazing. The shows in England. See, loads of people ask me if the shows in England are any different from the shows in Scotland. They're no. They're the exact same. You get the exact same response. That's, I guess, the great thing about the UK in general. We've all got the exact same sense of humour. So it's not any different at all. No.
I think it's still like, as much as it is the same. Like I personally, I do prefer the Scottish audiences.
Yeah,
I mean, I can say this because they're not my audiences.
yeah, why though? Why do you prefer the Scottish
I don't know.
audience?
I feel like it's just.
Is it because you're getting to go back to your in bed? Is that an unconscious thing in the back
That's
of your mind?
a big part of it.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Because some of the hotels we've been in the past. Do you remember, what was the one in York? Oh my God, you slept all through it. So
I can't remember.
I get the one in York. We were like right in like the town centre, and I get awoken to the dulcet tones of York.
Oh, I
at
remember
night
now.
at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, I didn't wake up, but I remember the hotel.
Oh my God, it was nuts. It was there was like a full on war going on outside,
Aye.
and you don't think York is.
Did you look out the window and see the fight?
Oh no, I looked out.
Was it a good fight?
It was. Do you know? I I forgot to send you this.
You videoed it?
No. I found this is probably going to sound quite weird, but I found a Twitter account where it's just like hundreds of people fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Like every video is just people fighting.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I need to send this to Gary. I don't know why. I just felt like you'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I see. I'm quite partial sometimes to the odd fighting video, but then it ends up depressing me.
Oh, aye.
Because I'm like, why am I watching this? I'm gonna get angry at I don't know why. I guess people just enjoy watching other people hit each other.
Aye.
It's a weird kind of. Well, listen, you've got like the boxing and the MMA. There's obviously something in it, but when you see it's like mad strangers out in the street, do you know what? It's all right. See, as long as it's no anybody from Scotland, I can watch it.
Aye.
See the minute I don't know if you're like this, mate, see the minute I hear my own accent online, I can't swipe clicker, man.
Aye.
I don't care if it's fighting, something intellectual, something I might learn from, anything. As soon as I hear my accent, I'm like, oh. And it's because weird though, because when obviously I'm in a conversation with you and like Paul and everybody else in an everyday situation, I'm not like, oh my God, listen to them. But the minute I see it online, it's weird. I'm like, no. Bye. I think it's because, I don't know actually.
I feel like I'm like that when it's like telly shows. See when you're watching a telly show and like the stereotypical Scottish guy shows up. It's
too close to home.
It's weird. I don't know what it is. Because you'll get people that be like, oh, but so you're no proud of like your heritage and like being Scottish and I'm like, that just take that out.
It's nothing to do with that. It's nothing to do with that.
It's just weird.
Do you know? I think it's like as well. Like we're obviously been brought up watching everything's American like movies,
British, like
yeah. And especially all your movies, all your blockbuster movies, everything since you were a kid, whatever you watched, unless it was like Home and Away, Neighbours and all that shit. Most things were American. I've never actually asked, how do you think Americans feel about that? Like, because they, and I imagine see this, because that would be like us, like waking up every day and watching everything Scottish. Like everybody watches Scottish movies. Everybody watches Scottish like Netflix series, and that would be weird.
I think Americans, and I've got American followers, and I feel like they would agree that they love themselves a lot.
Maybe that's what a bit of the. See, I don't know if necessarily after me being there, if Americans have got the ego that a lot of people think they've got, but maybe that's why it's. Maybe there's that crossover. That's why people think they have got an ego. Because or maybe I don't know. I didn't get that impression when I was over there firsthand, but it could be a reason why people think they have got an ego. Maybe.
If you're an American, let us know.
Aye, how does it feel hearing your own accent every single day on every program?
Regionalised accents as well, though. So if somebody from Texas doesn't sound like somebody from New York.
But yeah, but they all sound American though. So it'd be like us, like as in compared to like Aberdeen, like Fife. I can't see. The thing is, I can't tell. See if I see somebody. If I talk to somebody else from Scotland that's no Glaswegian, the Edinburgh one, yeah,
right.
But anywhere outside that, I'm like, I can't pinpoint where it's from. No? I can't do it. Nah.
That's mad.
Maybe if you go up north of Aberdeen when it's like proper up there, like then I'm like, all right, you're just a Chukter. I can get. No, that's what that is. Classed as a Chukter, in it. That's no offensive. And but that's I get that one. I know that's like way up north, but
no.
Anything else? No, like Inverness, like Stirling. I think it's fascinating how you can go literally 20 minutes in a car and people talk differently. There must be like a field somewhere. There's a line, like a fence somewhere where the minute you pass it, people just talk different. You know what I mean?
Aye, no, it must be. It's weird. I feel like the accents in America, there's so many of them, I think. And I feel like I don't know, I'm like half no agreeing with you with they're just American. Because I feel like people in Texas are like, yes, we love the Texan accent. And then people in New York are like, no, we love the New York accent. I wonder, like what you've said, if they watch it and they hear a New York accent, they're like, oh, that's us. Or if somebody from Texas is watching and hear a Texan accent, they're like, oh, there we go.
Maybe. Like, how did everybody...
Where did they come
from Scotland? Right, so see when... where did Scottish people start from? What was the first... I'm being really careful here, because I know I'm going to say something stupid. Was it Edinburgh, if that's the capital? Was that the first place where people are registered as living? Like the first like battlers or whatever, people, that clans and all that shit? Was the first ones in Edinburgh? Or was it Highlands? Or where was the first Scottish people?
I think it was,
where did they live?
I didn't know.
What was their postcode? Right. And then, like, so when they then diversify, see when they leave, like, so say for example, there was like 1,000 people in, let's just say Edinburgh, right? There's 1,000 people in Edinburgh, and 2 of them went, I'm going to fuck off. I'm going to go and live in a place called, they don't know it's called Glasgow now, right? But they move.
Right.
So then how does the accent change? Do they just go to that place and go, I don't want to be associated with the BAMs anymore. I'm going to like change the accent and make my kids talk differently, and that's how the accent changes? Or... Because there's got to be a reason if we were all Scottish and we all had the same accent. If we all had the same accent, how does the accent then differentiate between different places? People must have moved and like, what's the word, colonialised? Colonialised? That like a certain bit. Like they went to Fife and went, right, we're going to talk different now. We're going to, so we're not the same as them. I don't know. There must be somebody that initially started that. Was it done on purpose? Or was it... Maybe
let's
people's tones. Maybe it was windier back then, right? So when people spoke, like they couldn't get the words out normally, and that just affected their accent.
So here's something.
I'm such a fanny. That could be right though.
It could be.
They could be stood on top of a mountain, and they were from Edinburgh, and now they're talking, and all of a sudden, because they're up and the wind's getting in their mouth, it's just like changing their accent, and then.
It could be, yeah.
Could be.
The first inhabitants of Scotland. Obviously, right. This makes no sense though, because see if you think about it. See what you've just said.
Yeah.
A lot of it doesn't make any sense. But the biggest bit about it, you're saying, oh, people came to Scotland and then we started the accent. The people that came to Scotland weren't they Scottish? So the people that came to Scotland were from Scandinavia.
Oh, aye.
So how did we get Scottish?
Well, obviously, this is obviously going to be controversial, right? But the first people were black, right? And then as they've moved out into, I guess, colder climates, their skin tone has obviously changed.
Right.
I know what I'm saying in my head, I think's right, but I don't know if I'm going to get the words out right here. So obviously they've get lighter and lighter and lighter, and then they've got to Scotland, and I don't know how exactly it's adapted to Scottish, but that's surely that's true, isn't it? Like we were, yeah,
right, but
do you know what I'm getting at?
No,
right.
But how did we? So like the people that came to Scotland.
Yeah. So we originated, I think it was in Africa. Was Africa the start of humans?
Right.
So, and then we've all the branched out. Branched out. Yeah. And then, so obviously people have just kept travelling and just walking. And they eventually got to Scotland. And then, I don't know how their accents have changed. Like... Something's happened. Somebody knows something. What's the answer?
But like, I just don't get it, because surely we're just Scandinavian then. Have we no?
I don't think it's Scandinavian. Is it Scandinavian? All right, so it's no African then.
No, but
it's Scandinavian. No, it's not in Africa. I know. Scandinavian though, like Norwegians and like
Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings and all that shit.
So
they weren't the first though.
What? Did you buy call Google a liar? How do you know?
I don't know. I just.
Oh, well, sorry, actually. It's been suggested that the Neolithic people came to Scotland from the sea, most likely from Scandinavia.
Yeah. But the Scandinavians weren't the first, though. So do you know what I mean? Like that wasn't where the human evolution. What was it? No, Africa. Was that not with the first?
Aye, but so skip to when whoever was the first person.
Because it wasn't Adam and Eve, right? Obviously. Like
that's a whole podcast topic.
Yeah.
But like, so see the first person to step foot on Scottish soil, or whatever soil it was back then, they wouldn't have been Scottish.
No,
because how could they have been?
No, yeah, Scotland didn't even have a name.
Aye, so who?
So they weren't even Scandinavian. Who then they were just human.
Who was that?
Who was the first person? Don't know, man. Them to know. Them to get a great uncle that's got a story.
How old's the uncle?
Yeah. It's an interesting subject.
It is.
It is. We could definitely go deeper.
I've always wondered how people come up for words, for stuff.
People come up with words.
Aye,
because in the beginning it would just been pointing to stuff.
Aye.
And then they've obviously became so articulate. And what was the first word? Ooh. Surely it was run. Yeah, pointing to a big fucking dinosaur. Oh, we here. Were we here during the dinosaurs? We weren't, were we? They were before us, weren't they? Yeah, they did as well.
No, they were after us.
Were they? No, they weren't. My instant gullibleness coming out there. No, so yeah, we were after the dinos.
Aye,
and then, but there'd still been like wild animals and stuff. Like so, aye, it's a lion.
Like woolly mammoths and all that.
Have you seen they're trying to? Well, they have. They've reincarnated. They've done it. There was a picture of one. I don't know if it was real or not. It might have been a teddy bear. But I seen a picture like this wee baby woolly mammoth. But it had a full body of hair, which is weird. I just skimmed by it though. It scared me. But yeah, I've heard that they've done that now. That's the thing. Have you heard this, Paul? No. Okay. Google it. I'm pretty sure there's actually a baby woolly mammoth.
Baby woolly mammoth.
Yeah.
I think. Let's see. Baby woolly mammoth. Let's see what comes up.
Right. Recent.
No, so they found one.
What? They found a baby woolly mammoth.
Aye, no, just like cutting about. It was mummified. So it was 30,000-year-old woolly mammoth baby found.
Oh no, that's not the picture I seen. The picture I seen was definitely, it would have been, maybe it was just a CGI picture of like what they expect a baby. Do you know what it looked like? See the one for Sesame Street? Have you seen the big elephant? It's not an elephant. It's a big elephant. I think is it an elephant? It's brown anyway. It's got a big long trunk. And
are you explaining a woolly mammoth?
Aye, but it's no. I just know really. No, it was a brown elephant. It looked like a baby one of them anyway.
A brown baby. What?
Mm-hmm.
So firm.
Well, a mammoth is brown anyway. So no, it's either brown or grey.
A brown.
Is it brown? Right. Okay. So yeah, I seen a baby one.
Firm raises 15 million to bring back woolly mammoth from extinction. So I think they're trying. I don't think it's. I don't think it's been born. Oh, there we go. Scientists are reincarnating the woolly mammoth to return in 4 years. So 2027.
That's just a teddy bear I seen then.
2027 it'll be kicking about.
Aye. I kind of glimpsed the comments and loads of people were like, "Oh my god, have you ever seen Jurassic Park? What he's doing?" So it was a bit extreme. It's not. Why are they doing it? Why are they bringing back a woolly mammoth though when everything has gone extinct? Anyway. And that much money?
15 million.
Oh, don't start me on that shit then, man. I should be in charge of allocating all the money.
So, right, you've got 100 million right now. Where do you put it?
You investigate where Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley really are.
All 100 million.
No, I'm kidding. Aye. If I had 100 million, what would I invest it in right now?
Aye.
100 million. If I had 100 million, I would put half of it towards operations for sick children that the working public have to set up GoFundMe pages for. And because the fucking government are wankers and I don't understand. We've had this conversation a million times. Like, how the government can't just give them the money. Why is it makes me angry. Anyway, so half the money would go to sick kids to get them the life operations that they need, and the other, I guess I don't know. I'd have to sit down and properly think about it. I don't want to make any. I know half would directly go right to them, but I think the rest of it would maybe go to a lot. It would go to the homeless. To be honest with you, food banks. I don't know. What would you do with 100 million? I would definitely put it, and I'm not just saying that to be like fucking. I would definitely put it all to charity, but 100%. Like I wouldn't put it back into. Yeah, it would have to go to charity because if it's only 100 million, I know it's only right about 100 million. You're not going to make a big impact on the health factor in the health industry or like the fire brigade, post nurses rent. That's not going to be anything to them. Whereas it would have a massive impact on charities that need it. So that's what I'd do.
Yeah, I'd buy a shed.
Buy a shed. What kind of shed?
Like a proper one that would last.
You need you'd get a good one for 100 million, mate. You could build it. Would you want an underground bunker shed?
No, I just want it's a bit easy. Just one that's easy to get a lawnmower out of.
Right. Okay.
One that's not going to get broke into. Just a good shed.
Okay. Well, you need a good fence then as well in your garden, so nobody broke into it.
I suppose.
Get an electric fence.
Right.
An electric fence. A couple of new cameras.
Aye.
What colour would your shed be? So just a lawnmower, that's all you'd want in it, a lawnmower?
I feel like if I've got...
Why don't you not put it in your cupboard?
A lawnmower in the cupboard?
You could fit it in your cupboard. Your cupboard's quite big.
Aye, but then you're trailing grass all the way through.
What about the toilet and your kitchen?
Where are you going to do a toilet?
The one upstairs.
So that toilet is now just a cupboard?
It could be.
From a lawnmower?
It could be. I'm just saying, just try to save you money. Now you've got 100 million again.
The possibilities, man. They're endless.
How did we even get onto this? I have no idea. So anyway,
aye, words. I think we've kind of briefly spoke about that before. Actually, sure we did about 9 podcasts ago.
What's your favourite word?
I like words that people don't normally use in everyday conversation. Like no even big posh words. Just words. Like old words. Obviously none are coming
like
to mind.
Gen up.
Oh no, that's weird. That doesn't exist.
Just lost in your generation, mate. It's a great saying that. Gen up.
It sounds like an insult.
Oh no, it doesn't. It's beautiful, man. It's just one of those beautiful Glasgowisms. Yep. Anyway, what word what did I say? What words do you like or don't like? What words do you like? I like lilac. I don't know why. I like
lilac.
Yeah.
Oh, colour.
Which is weird because I don't like the colour. I like the name.
What colour is lilac?
It's kind of like is it no like a light purple?
See,
or is that violet?
I see what I mean. Right. No, we need to end this right now. Like we as a team need to stop the stupid naming of colours. Purple. Light purple.
Exactly.
Dark purple.
Exactly.
You only need 3.
Yeah.
You only need 3.
Yeah.
Lilac.
Light, normal, and dark.
Do you know what I hate?
What?
Baby blue.
Baby blue.
Light blue.
Yeah, it is. It's light blue. I've never said baby blue.
Oh no, never. B&Q. Like you go into a B&Q and you go into the paint aisle and it's just, I just want...
navy blue.
Just
like,
dark blue.
It's just dark blue, isn't
dark
it?
blue, light blue, blue.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Blue's blue.
Blue's blue. But lilac, that's it's one of your words.
Yeah, moist is a word that loads of people hate.
A lot of people hate that word.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
Moist.
It doesn't make me feel it.
I think it's mainly women that don't like it though.
I
wonder why that is. I'm saying nothing.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Aye. I'm partial.
Moist. I think it's a nice word, moist.
Don't whisper it into the mic.
Moist.
I feel for
You're
Paul's
moist.
ears.
I think it's yeah. Are you ready?
Paul's got headphones on, man.
Sorry, Paul.
Listen to this.
Yeah. In fact, Google that. Google
what moist?
I know what moist is. We know what moist means. What's the words that people hate?
Oh,
most hated words.
Most hated words.
By the way, the reason we get Darren to do all the technical stuff and stuff on his phone is because I'm a technophobe. And he's quicker at finding shit than me.
I have found
words that people hate.
That's it.
Is that moist?
That's on the list.
Aye.
Phlegm.
Yeah, I get that one.
It's just got bad connotations, doesn't it?
It's because, but it's because it's associated with it. Because nobody is like, oh my God, let me lick your phlegm.
Aye.
It's not a...
Like, you could describe a cake as moist.
Yeah.
It still works.
Yeah.
But you're not describing it as phlegmy.
Oh no, if the cake's moist though, that kind of means it's a bit off.
What? No,
if it's
a moist lemon cake.
Yeah, that to me means it's about to go rotten. But when I think of a moist cake, because I think you like gooey and like spongy, which is a cake. But
just
if a cake's
cake.
moist, I think it's about to go off. And it's been at the fridge too long.
Nah.
Anyway, another word.
Crust.
Oh, fucking hell, man. I'm not saying it. I'm trying so hard.
When I hear the word crust, I just think bread.
Do you? Okay, I think something else.
Crusty bread.
Next word.
Flaccid.
Again, these are all sex words, man. Is that genuinely there? Flaccid?
The next one right under that.
That's just been written by a 75-year-old fucking conservative sitting in flaps.
Flaccid and flaps.
Is that a genuine statement? Oh my God. Flaccid flaps.
What's the
Put the two together.
The definition of flaps is something that is broad, limber, or flat, and usually thin that hangs loose or projects freely.
Yep, that's the one. I too normally. They're all just sexually.
Discharge.
Is that another one that's there?
It's discharge. Yeast.
Oh my God. So all words that people hate are associated with
Smear.
Sexual parts or things.
Gushing.
Wow, man. Gushing's a good one.
Everyone.
I like the word gushing.
The most 9 hated words in the English language.
And that was them.
No, this is them.
I'm doing a bit about that.
Number 1 is moist. 2 is flap. 3 is whatever.
Whatever. I quite like that.
4 is dude.
Yeah, that's die. If you use the word dude, then just roll into a ditch and stab yourself in the neck with a fork.
You've just told the entire of America to go and stab themselves in the neck.
Oh, that's right. They use that apart from America. That's not a liked word over here, is it? Dude.
No.
Dude.
It just doesn't say. Like,
It doesn't.
There's certain.
It's Australia. Is it not Australia?
I think it's American.
Is it?
Aye. It's like, because it's like, see if an American accent, it sounds better. See if a Scottish accent, it just sounds weird.
And I think it's the fact as well, because normally you get the word cool before it, so it's like, oh, he's a cool dude, which instantly, if you put anything after cool explaining somebody, they're not.
Nah. You're quite cool though.
Oh, cheers, mate. You didn't put anything after that, so I'm accepting that. It's just, I'm quite cool.
Number 5 is like.
Like? That'll be in the
As in,
yeah.
As in like.
Yeah.
Aye. 6 is literally.
Literally.
This
Again, these are words that I think all the younger studenty West End kind of people use.
Aye.
Like literally.
Do you remember, was it when we went to see Simon Brodkin at the stand?
Yeah.
And we walked by spray paint in the West End.
Yeah. And it was
arty.
posh.
It had a message.
Yeah.
It was like, love the way you live.
Yeah.
Like in the West End, like graffiti.
Yeah.
It had art that way. Oh,
Yeah, it was in East End. It's just fuck the Pope, fuck the Queen. Nah, it's completely different in it. One end of the city to the other.
Right. Jesus Christ. Number 8 is panties.
Panties. Oh yeah, that is.
Makes me feel a bit sick. Not gonna
I
lie.
like it though.
Oh, I bet you do.
I do. I like the word panties. I think it's just because panties. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I like
no,
it.
that's the only word out of all these words that it makes me feel physically sick inside.
Oh no, I don't mind that, man.
I bet you don't.
Take your panties off.
Oh, don't. Poor
Okay,
Paul.
okay,
Paul,
okay.
I can only apologise. Jesus Christ.
There's a word I don't like.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
How?
Just don't like it.
Cool. Don't care.
Because I know, I'm just telling you. Fucking hell, calm down, mate.
Panties are there.
Jesus Christ, calm down.
Oh. That's half an hour.
Whatever.
We've not spoken about
Is that half an hour?
We've literally spoke about nothing.
No. It's good, isn't it?
Right.
It's good to be back.
It's good.
So, whatever episode that was, happy end of. And we'll see you again in a couple of minutes because we're about to film another one.
But for you, it'll be...
I'd never know what camera to look at.
But
I guess the middle one would... I've been fucking staring at that one, like introducing, like... So yeah, that's the end of whatever episode this was. And it's good to be back, man. It's good to be back.
Oh,
and we'll speak to you in a minute. What?
I know what I'm going to call this episode.
So is that what? Are we still on that first
title?
one?
Aye.
All right,
I'm going to call it Moist.
Yeah.
Aye.
No, call it panties.
Moist Panties.
Moist panties.
You have a smashing moist week.
Moist panty flaps.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Keep it flaccid.
Yep.